Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Hard West. In the previous episode we finished Method in Madness, a mission where we had to cure the madness afflicting the West, and now we are moving on to Law and Order, a face that those of you who watched In Gold We Trust may find a little familiar. Harnessing the meteor's power to cure the plague of madness was Delir's greatest triumph, and Grand Inquisitor Cervantes intends to eradicate it from history. Follow Cervantes as he tracks down and exterminates Delir's supporters in an attempt to bring down the man himself. Oh boy. Now, I haven't actually played through all this. I didn't even go through the first of the missions. That's why I have to kind of restart this. Let's see, yep, and yep, even though it's not really all that great, but whatever. Now, this scenario does have an interesting mechanic to it, in which you either have to pay for information to find Delir, or just massacre everyone. Unfortunately, if I'm right, you may have to do the scenario twice in order to get all of the trinkets, because one requires that you pay for information rather than massacring everyone and then taking an item to a specific place, and the other requires you complete every slaughter mission. I will be following the guide thoroughly for this one, because again, I've never played it. So yeah. Let's get this started.
The secret order was formed for the sole purpose of protecting the sanctuary from harm, yet not a single member knew its precise location. Solomon created a cipher pinpointing the whereabouts of the sanctuary, took it apart, and hid a different piece within the flesh of each member. Thus, the meteor hidden in the sanctuary was protected from falling into the wrong hands. He sought this power and sent the Grand Inquisitor to find it, no matter what the cost. Brutal and efficient, the corrupt Inquisitor swore to slaughter anyone who stood in his way. The West would drown in blood.
Ooh, there is also an achievement for doing 2 or less massacres in this entire scenario. Grand Inquisitor Gabriel de Cervantes, yes, the same Cervantes from In Gold We Trust, following directions given by fellow agent Bathim Raum, isn't it the same guy from Graveyard Shift? Traveled to a farm where Delir was said to spend his days in hiding. Dun dun dun.
Grand Inquisitor Cervantes and his trusted lieutenant Joaquin Perez saw the armed guards and knew this was no simple farm. This clearly was the location of Solomon Delir's stronghold.
Now, it should be noted, the Judicator is actually the first of the trinkets that you can get, and it's automatically unlocked in the Fate Trader once you get to, or once you finish this mission. Ganon Calavera, Joaquin Perez. I can't help but feel that sounds familiar. Loot the main building. Yeah, makes sense. Is there a way to get in without being spotted, though? Perhaps the back door. Find Solomon Delir. I highly doubt we're going to find him here. Alright, let's see if I can't take care of getting into the building without... Yeah. Probably have to take the long way through the stables, or around the stables. At least I can only assume those are stables. Okay, I got it. Oh, that's right, I can't mess with options while in combat. Because I keep forgetting to change up the options, like always run when you are in setup mode. So it looks like this guy's got Ricochet, always good. This guy's got terror. I suppose that can be useful.
A commotion could be heard coming from the shed. Most likely, it was Solomon and his guards lying in wait, hoping to catch the intruders by surprise. It was then that the Inquisitor saw the curious wires leading into the barn.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. Kind of wishing one of them had started with disguise, but then again, it's most likely that it was planned out for them to not, to prevent the initial mission from being too easy. Okay, he's terrified, but he's not suspicious because he didn't see anything. Which, how could you not? Ooh, there's a guard right there, so I won't be going through that door. I don't know why, but Joaquin Perez sounds so familiar. I just can't place him. Okay, nobody in here. Yeah, I know these setup stages are boring as all hell. Sometimes that's just how it is. Actually, I may as well have Perez start heading towards the barn. Ooh, someone right there. We'll be very careful, and thankfully the overhang is kind of blocking our vision.
In their haste to flee, someone had left the safe open. Though nearly empty, Cervantes took what was left. Every little bit would help to finance his noble cause.
Yeah, noble. That's how I would describe it. Oh, can't get in through this door, eh? Wonder why. Okay. Fine then. Gonna have to head for the other door. Or we may even have to head all the way back around, which I certainly hope is not the case. Good. Alright, not seeing anybody in there yet. Probably could have taken a shortcut and just gone up the ladder, but better to not risk it. Also, it's kind of scenarios like this that I just find the whole setup thing kind of stupid. Okay. Can't get in through there either. How am I supposed to investigate this? Like, seriously, how? Not seeing any other way into the room. Hold up, guys. I'm gonna very quickly check this out in the guide, see if it gives me any insight, and I will be right back. Okay, that didn't take very long. As it turns out, this room is kind of locked up until you start combat, because apparently there's some elite member of the Order in there. So, guess it's time to start setting up and start killing. But first I have to, get set up. Whoops. Oh well, that's fine. Missed me. Only one I can shoot at. No point in going for firing. Huh. Is there some sort of ricochet I can pull off? Not really. May as well take a regular shot, if only to drain his luck. Strange. According to this, there's meant to be an Order Elite inside, but I'm not seeing anyone. And I don't mean this building. Maybe now it'll let us get inside the building. I honestly have no idea what's going on with this, even reading the guide. Well, it doesn't seem to want to let me in. Even though we kinda have to. Aha! I heard that. But what do I do about it? Because there's no other doors to get in there besides that one and that one. I guess what it's supposed to do is supposed to blast the building and force Solomon to leer and out. Not smart enough. She really should not have moved there. Because that just makes it easier for me to take her down. Of course, I did also just notice that guy by the window, but... eh. Ooh, cracked skull. That's good, but also leaves me in a terrible position. Thankfully, I've got a healing elixir. Would have preferred to save that for something later on down the line, but then again, at the same time... Ooh, two guys there. Nope. So, I have no idea what's going on with that secondary objective. It's not letting me in. So, I have no idea what to do about it. Yeah, I'm thinking I'd be better off just going in there myself at this point. I heard a door opening. Okay, Perez, you... or Cervantes, you get over here and shoot this guy. Which will have to be done with your shotgun, because I forgot to reload the adjudicator. Huh. Guess it wasn't over here. Nothing to ricochet off of. Solomon Delir? Question mark. Ah, shoot. Alright, well, I know where they are now. But I'd better get everybody reloaded before I start assaulting the place. I sincerely hope it doesn't force me to try and kill that Order Elite in the barn, because, yeah, I got no means of getting to him. Better off leaving that Order Elite to to Joachim, because his Canon Calavera can do 6 damage, assuming he hits, which he did.
was dead. His demise seemed almost too easy.
Now I just gotta kill the rest. Again, from what I've read, activating this, I guess, cause a power surge that forces them out of the cabin, so they don't get killed in the process. But again, the game would not let me in there. Can't even shoot at that guy. And I can't get into a good position. That won't also leave me exposed to him just charging at me. And given that's a shotgun, yeah. Okay. 43% chance, I'll take those odds. I shouldn't have taken those odds. Just gotta drain their luck. Because eventually that will run out. Of course, the same is also said of mine, but hey. Okay, that's him down. Cervantes, you get over here. And blow him away. Now, where's this last guy? Please do not tell me it is the guy in the barn. Most likely is. Well, figured it out. Turns out you have to stand right next to the door and then interact with it. Game doesn't really give any indications of it doing that.
Power unleashed from those charged coils electrocuted everyone in the shed. The blast from that burst of energy blew the doors wide open.
Yeah, except it doesn't matter.
Cervantes approached Delir's body. One look at his face, and the Inquisitor knew he'd been hoodwinked. The dead man was a decoy, an imposter. Cervantes spat on the corpse and left in a furious huff.
Oh boy. Solomon Delir had done well to acquire the meteor and contain its powers. But what the devil wants, the devil gets.
Cervantes was enraged. He did not like being bamboozled. For that, Solomon would pay.
Well, already got a scar for Cervantes right away. Missing brain part. Get extra movement and max HP. And a little bit of luck. Anyways, only thing we can do right now is head to the altar. When they reached fellow agent Botham Raum, and yeah, according to the guide, that is the same guy from Graveyard Shift, he was absorbed in what looked like dark rituals. Still, Perez trusted the Inquisitor would not tolerate a man's company were there any doubts about his godliness. Yeah. The agitated Inquisitor told Raum that Delir had not been there. Raum said this was troubling, but suggested they hunt smaller fish until more cipher pieces were available. Delir's time would come. Raum had some rudimentary information as to the identities and whereabouts of the cipher-bearing Order members. They could be eliminated via brute force by simply slaughtering the local populace, but doing so would have devastating consequences. Rom was confident he could pinpoint the culprits quite accurately, though, if he had the correct ingredients for his ritual. He left the decision to Cervantes. Rom knew of 3 Order members who carried cipher pieces in their flesh. They were all located in the region, hiding among the populace. Okay, the one at the docks. One of the men was at the docks near Wretchport to the east. He was either a dock worker or a sailor. If he had 2 bottles of liquor, Rom said he would have a clear vision. What about the Trappers' camp? Rom knew someone from the Trappers' camp in the woods was an Order member, but he could not pinpoint the exact person. If he had 5 pieces of dried meat, he said he could make a mixture that would clarify his vision of the area. And the one at the farm? Rom could tell one of the Order's members lived at the farm to the north, but the vision was not clear enough to identify the exact person. If he had a rabbit's foot, he could obtain a clearer image. So yeah, we can either buy up items to know exactly who we're dealing with, or just kill everybody. Let's see. If we want to avoid unnecessary bloodshed, travel to Wretchport, buy 2 bottles of liquor, 5 dried meat, and then head to Trapper's camp to get 1 rabbit foot. That'll cost us about 120 gold. If we want to go for a bloodbath instead, just go to the 3 locations and let the massacre events guide our hand. Now, there are negative effects in doing so. Prices may go up if we destroy an iron mine, some shops will run out of certain supplies if we destroy nearby farms, yada yada, blah blah blah. I think I'm going to take the other path. Just go for the more subtle approach. Let us look at the wares. Let's see, 2 bottles of liquor, and no more, and 5 bits of dried meat. Then we want to head for the Trapper's camp to get the rabbit's foot. Alright, I know we're about out of time, but I want to check these out. Rom took a few sips, then poured the rest of the first bottle into the cauldron. He put the second bottle away for later, then he proclaimed that the man that needed to die was Laszlo, the dock worker's foreman. Okay. Rom took the first 4 pieces of meat and chewed on each one before spitting it into the cauldron. He swallowed the last one. After a few moments, the stew began to bubble intensely. Rom nodded silently. The man they were looking for was William Tanner. Rom could tell one of the Order members, yada yada. Rom shredded the rabbit's foot into pieces and threw them into the cauldron. Then he could see the man clearly. It was Mike Mudgett, one of the farmhands at the farm to the north. Alright, let's hit that one first, just see how it goes. Let's see, it was one of the larger farms in the area and an important food source for the region. Somewhere among the men and women working the fields was a member of the Order. Using the information they had, they only killed the Order member. Cervantes introduced himself as a man of God on a mission of utmost importance. He told the farman that Mark Mudgett was part of an unholy cult, and that for the sake of all their souls he must be purged. Shocked by this revelation, the foreman plucked Mudgett from the fields and then bound and impaled him. To the cheers of the farmers, Cervantes then put fire to the man's body. When the people had dispersed and Mudgett was a pile of human-shaped ash, Cervantes discreetly grabbed the revealed cipher piece. Oh boy. Alrighty then. Well, anyways, with that, we are going to end this episode here for today. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications when I upload, or to hit the straw poll link to vote for our next Let's Play. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.